Hi, I'm Ikea and I'm here to give you only the tip. Today on the Healthgate mechanic. The Healthgate, sometimes also known as the one-shot protection, is that little sliver of health that we kind of see above me in this thumbnail where we stay on that tiny little sliver. Especially you may have noticed it when you're getting shot by something big like a sniper or maybe some explosions. You might survive on a tiny sliver. We've already covered this much more in depth in this OnlyTips, this much more longer Healthgate OnlyTips. So do go watch that if you want the much more in-depth version. But the brief version is that the Healthgate is a gate at the end of our health, that tiny little sliver, it protects that. And that means that any big hit going all the way through, or any small hits, chip damage going towards and hitting the Healthgate, will just hit the Healthgate and not go through, and making you basically invulnerable for a secondish or two when it is actually closed and no damage is going through. After that secondish or two, it opens up and falls away, and any damage from that point, it can actually down you. And then whenever it is down, it has a 30-second cooldown before it is back up. What this means is that, for instance, if you take one big sniper shot and it goes all the way and hits the Healthgate, that's also why some people call it one-shot protection. It protects you from that getting one shot. But now when it gets hit, it gives you a second or two of invulnerability. Then it falls away for 30 seconds. And what that means then is that the second shot, even if you do use an armor kit and go all the way back to full armor, the second shot is going to come in, go through all your armor, go through all your health. The Healthgate is no longer there because it's still on cooldown, and it will go through and down you. And what you then need to understand is that is why this is one of the single most important mechanics in the game to understand for survivability. And especially for if you're ever running any red builds or such, this is one of the core tools in your toolbox. Over time, you will build up an basically innate just reflex to the Healthgate. Whenever it gets hit, you'll just go into cover, play safe for 30-ish seconds to let it come back up again. And that will prevent your downs. As this is the real reason why some people, and people that really innately understand this, can play glass reds and do so fine. And some people will just feel that glass reds are instantly death to themselves. Using the Healthgate is one of the biggest tanking mechanics in this game, and the main reason why we don't per se need blue cores or survivability. We have that invulnerability, it comes back every 30 seconds, and we can play around with that. If you want to have a much more in-depth look into it, and also some of the quirks, because there are many to it, please go watch the full-length Healthgate OnlyTips.